Are you prepared to say point blank in these words, the president is a liar?
That the president is a liar? No, I'm not.
You're not, even though the president seems to have told what are clearly or appear to be clearly untruths?
I think, look, I thought that the editor of the Wall Street Journal, when I had him on my show on New Year's Day, and we were talking about, when do you use the word lie? It is hard for any of us to crawl inside somebody's head and know for sure intent, right? There's something about the word lie that does involve,
it's about intent.
There is an intent there. Is he misrepresenting? Is he a falsehood? All those things. Do we know he's doing it on purpose, or does he believe it? Right, and that's the thing.
So if somebody believes a lie, it's not a lie?
Well, that's what George Costanza said.
Right.
It's not a lie, Jerry, if you believe it.
Honestly, George Costanza is not the worst reference that you could make in the case of this subject.
It's not a lie, Jerry.
Right.
The point, look, I think that it's very plausible on the Russia story that he was kept out of the loop. Look at the operators that appear to have some sort of connection. You have Roger Stone, Paul Manafort. 25 years now I've been covering American politics, and Roger Stone from day one, I always knew was a dirty trickster, right? Was a guy that sort of loved, almost embraces the dark arts of political campaigns. Is it perfectly plausible that he and Manafort sit there and say, hey, I've got some, I got some crazy Russian guy that's got some access to some Podesta email, and I think we could use them, and the two of them going, oh, yeah, and they're all like getting excited like in their old Nixon days. Don't tell the old man, he's got a big mouth. He'll tell everybody. I wouldn't tell Trump a secret.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't, okay? So I'm just saying, is that a plausible explanation? It doesn't mean there wasn't, that doesn't mean that there wasn't coordination between some members of his team and all those things. I think it's, so when you get there, is it plausible that Trump himself doesn't believe this and Trump himself refuses to believe it?
You're not making me feel better.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I think it is our responsibility. Look, we cannot sit here and just assume we know the answers. And one of these things that I think, look, there is all this smoke, but we still haven't found the fire itself yet.
Could just be smoke.
And the smoke itself could be the fire.
Are you prepared to say that Sean Spicer is a liar? I mean, look, I'll get.
Well, is he? Well, it depends on what you believe his job's supposed to be. If his job is supposed to be to represent the views of the President of the United States, then is he lying?
Well, he's not lying if he says this is what the president believes. Right. Right.